bagels are Polish. Not a question, just a fun fact I learned on the toilet.
That's right. They are. That's where they started.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. Welcome to Tosh Show. I'm your host, comedian Daniel Tosh, and I'm flying solo today, except for the fact that I still have Pete, Dylan, and John here, and Carl, but no Eddie. So I might as well be solo. Eddie's not here. He's honoring his father at Arlington Cemetery outside of D.C., doing a desk pop. 21 desk pop. I guess it's not called a desk pop if you're outside. We're going to call it a cemetery pop. R.I.P. Mr. Gossling. Colonel. Sergeant. General Gossling.
Commodore. You might have
Commodore Gossling.
Commodore Gossling.
Well, R.I.P. He was a good one. Some of you are probably upset now. Oh, no Eddie, no Chetty. You know what I'm saying? You're going to click off this podcast. And I don't blame you. Eddie's the glue. Without Eddie, I'm nothing. Speaking of which, I don't know how much longer I have. I know I'm talking about the podcast or comedy. I'm talking about on this planet. My ticker, I'm worried about it. I need to go have it checked out. I promised myself I was going to do like a full physical, get the blood work done, everything. But I haven't done it yet. I don't feel good. I'm getting shortness of breath way too often. Having little mini panic attacks occasionally.
How are your balls?
They feel great. Doesn't seem to be part of the issue.
Hey, look, count your blessings.
You know when Norm Macdonald passed, R.I.P., one of the greats, just so funny all the time. But he didn't tell anyone that he was sick. And then one day he was just gone. He was like, oh yeah, he didn't want people to know. That couldn't be further from how my ride's going to end. I am going to bask in the love that I receive from everyone. Anyone I come across, I'm going to make sure the world knows that I'm dying.
Yeah?
When it's official.
How are you going to tell them?
I mean, I'll just wherever. Whenever I meet somebody, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dying. I have cancer. I have whatever it is.
Ordering a breakfast sandwich?
You get your order. Can we get a name for that order? I might just put dead dude. That's me. Oh, and I'm not looking forward to it. Death, sure, but the lead up to death seems like a bit much. Getting my affairs in order. You know, they say never go to bed angry with your spouse. Now, that's not what I do. No. I always, if I'm leaving the house for any reason and we have to say goodbyes, I like to start a little fight. You know? That way, if something tragic were to happen to me while I'm gone, she would have to live the rest of her life knowing she lost our final argument.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice little feather in my cap. I wish Eddie were here today because I've got a bone to pick with him. I was under the impression that I was going to be interviewing my friend, Mike D. of the Yeastie Boys. But it turns out I'm interviewing the founder of the Yeastie Boys. Now you can see how that would be confusing. You can see how Eddie might let me believe one thing. I love the Yeastie Boys. And I've always loved bagels. So now, I'm torn. The good news is the guest that Eddie personally booked is bringing us tons of bagels from the Yeastie Boys. Enjoy. Tosh Show. Nobody wants to pay rent, but if you have to, Built makes it worth it. Built is revolutionizing how millions think about paying rent by rewarding their members with points and exclusive benefits around their neighborhood every single month. By paying rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed toward hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurant and earn additional points, get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, and enjoy exclusive experience just for Built members every month. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood wherever you call home by going to joinbuilt.com/Tosh. That's joinbuilt, joinbilt.com/Tosh. Make sure to use our URL so they know that I sent you. Tosh Show. There's nothing worse in life than loving football but having to watch your favorite team the bed week after week. I'm talking to you, Cleveland. Why should you suffer because your team forgot to make plays or get good players? You don't have to. Just download the Prize Picks app and your season is saved. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 players' stat projections. That's it. I have kids that are constantly in need of my assistance, so it's nice to be able to make my picks in less than 60 seconds before the crying begins. Any stat projection for Josh Allen, pick more. Daniel Jones, since he departed New York, pick more. And if one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss, which is perfect for someone that loves the Dolphin because you never know when one of our star players will be carted off the field. Download the app today. Use code TOSH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TOSH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Tosh Show. My guest today took his at-home bagel rolling hobby and grew it into a fleet of food trucks that Angelinos flock to for their bagels, lox, schmear, and other shit. Please welcome the owner and founder of Yeastie Boys Bagels, Evan. I want the subscribers to know that we are recording your interview on Rosh Hashanah, so shalom and tada rabba for being here on the beginning of the Holy Souls.
I was going to say my mom she'd kill me about if she knew I was here, but you know.
Okay, we could act like it wasn't today.
Yeah, like day after vibes, you
My
know?
bad. First question, do you believe in ghosts?
Oh man, that's a good question. Hard hitting. You know.
So hard-hitting.
In the traditional sense, I don't think so. I've never seen a ghost. Like
Well, no one has because they're not real, but go on.
Fully, but what's with all these guys with ghosts? How come I've never seen it?
Right, that's the answer.
With these guys.
I've never seen a ghost. I'm glad I could speak freely. No, I don't believe in ghosts.
Okay,
Forget
good.
it.
Jesus. What was it like growing up in the heavily Jewish town of Phoenix?
Scottsdale. It's pretty Jewy. It's pretty Jewy over there, I gotta say. It's very like Palm Springs-esque.
Oh.
But there's a pretty big Jewish community, surprisingly. There was a few people growing up who was like, you know, never met a Jew and thought I was going to hell, told me I don't celebrate Christmas in school. You don't get that in Los Angeles. But
No.
yeah, a couple of those. But for the most part, it's, you know, it's not bad.
You know, I didn't know a lot of Jewish kids growing up in my little town in Florida as a young kid. But my instinct would never to be you're going to hell.
Right.
I just always the
bizarre.
different types of people's always
Agreed. It's weird.
fascinating. Did you enjoy being misted on growing up in Phoenix?
Yeah, it's nice. It's not, well, it's not too humid. Is
No, I meant just the restaurants that have the fucking mister machines.
Oh my God, the misters.
I
by the way, that is totally like exclusively a Scottsdale thing, I think.
Palm Springs as
Yeah,
well, but
exactly.
sure.
It doesn't do much for me. And then it just starts to drip from
Yeah,
the thing.
the dripping's no good.
No, dude.
You don't want to be dripped on while you're eating.
Pass.
You're now the third guest we've had on this show who was in a failed punk band and then changed careers.
Yes.
Tell me, were you leaning more towards Falconer or Helicopter Medic before deciding on bagels?
What is a falconer?
Guy that fucking flies falcons.
That's sick. Yeah, that's the answer.
Found out about it. And
I'd be
then,
no
yes.
good as a medic, helicopter medic. Forget it.
But how was the punk band?
It was cool, man. We played music too. You know, obviously we played music, but I toured with other bands, like tour managing and being part of that whole thing for a long time. So I would tour with bands, playing bands. I even did like music marketing, which is I think a lot of how I sort of learned to promote Yeastie Boys in a way.
I'm
Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Like once I had this product that I believed in and I this idea I believed in, it was easy to use my sort of like PR channels to pump it.
Did you actually like the Beastie Boys music growing up?
I did. I love the Beastie Boys growing
Favorite
up.
album?
I grew up right when Hello Nasty came out. I was like in 8th grade when that came out, you know? So, I mean, yeah. And that,
I'm a Paul's Boutique.
wow, OG.
Yeah, that's who I am.
How did you like the documentary on Apple?
I've watched it. Mike D lives down the street.
I haven't met Mike D yet. I've met Ad Rock
He's
a couple
very
times.
nice. Mike is very nice. His kids are nice. They all surf with me.
Seems like a
since they were
sweet guy.
Kids. Bagels are Polish.
Polish immigrants, Jews, they brought them to America, and then it just became this American Jewish food, you know?
How the fuck did you get into the bagel making?
So my ex-partner and I, we were just bartending, and I had come back on a trip from New York, and I'd lived in New York briefly, but came back and I was like, dude, like the New York bagel thing, there's bagels on every block. Like, why isn't there any bagels like this in LA? Like, there's so many Jews. I grew up on deli. I grew up on bagels. There was just like this old school mentality of like bagel places that were so out of date, and they weren't doing anything like cool or unique or whatever. And I just was like, dude, like there's something here. There's totally something
When you
here.
say partner, was this a boyfriend or business relationship?
Business relationship
Hey.
at the time, yeah. But that's a good question also.
But tell the story how you started the whole thing.
So it was basically out of the apartment, making bagels with my ex-partner at the time, and we were just sending them out to different, tastemakers. I remember.
Okay, but you were baking at this point.
Yeah, we were baking together at this point. Absolutely.
And how many bagels at the height of the apartment? Like it's
couple dozen tops, dude. This oven I had was like this 1950s apartment oven, convection oven that was like not it.
couple dozen a day.
Yes.
Man, that's a lot of work.
I was instantly like not into it.
Yeah.
But I loved the final product and the packaged product. That was like my thing.
What kind of apartment was this?
Oh, dude, it was right behind Cantor's Deli on Oakwood and Hayworth.
I live over Laurel,
Oh, yeah, right there. Literally right there.
one over.
Laurel, Edinburgh,
Yeah.
Hayworth.
One time, this story sucks. But
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
ready
do it.
for it. Talk to me.
It's just one block over. It's an apartment complex, and there's a staircase that goes up on the side of it to like the first level of apartments there.
Yes.
Right behind Cantor. Okay.
Yes.
And there was this young kid, skateboarding, and he was gonna jump the whole thing. It was probably 10 to 12 stairs down. And this woman, I'm not gonna speculate, but she was Jewish.
Yeah, for sure.
She was blocking the bottom of the staircase and wouldn't let him do it. His friends were going to film,
No.
and I was just there, and I tried to override her. I said, ma'am, I know this is
This is how anti-Semitism starts. The women that stop the ollies over the stairs.
Well, I felt bad about it. I was like, let him do it. Let him go.
Let them go.
And she wouldn't. She wouldn't let him go. How long did you go from the apartment till it's like, okay, let's give this a shot and get a truck?
One of our first investments, this person knew a guy that used to own Lure nightclub, like in Hollywood, connected to Amoeba, like right behind it. They used to do the do-over there. They had this massive kitchen they never used. We moved right in there. That was a nightmare.
He gave it to you for free?
It was not free necessarily, but it was like part of this group that we were working with at the time. So yeah, we didn't really pay rent.
But you get this kitchen. You say it was disaster, but it allowed you to do.
Dude, our first real catering out of that kitchen was The Voice. We got offered The Voice.
Oh, that's a good show.
Dude, we
Haven't watched it
we
yet.
bombed that shit. We showed up with burnt, like we didn't even serve bagels. We did bagel dogs. Well, it was the only bagel related item we served on that. We showed up with like catering trays with like burnt cheeseburgers, bagel dog. Like it was a horrible thing. And I don't know how we even got that. A friend of mine, I think maybe worked on the show at some point. And I was like, dude, we got to go back to the drawing table. Like we can't just be doing catering like that. Like that is not what we're going to do. So we over time sort of tailored our menu and figured out what it is we were actually doing. Bagels was always sort of the mainstay, but it wasn't until we did Coachella, which was really sort of our first real, this is what we do, customer-facing menu. We did the locks, we did the game over, which was
Wait, locks in during Coachella. That's a
surprisingly, dude, people wanted that.
sure.
They
they're-
woke up in the morning, hungover, trash. They want breakfast.
So you did well at Coachella.
We did
year
great.
one. You're
Year
like,
one, like out the gate, lines were like, holy shit, this is it.
What 2014, where are we at? 2015?
Yeah, so 2014 we started doing this thing out of the apartment, and then 2015 when's Coachella, like March. So it was like a few months after we started.
Have you been to Coachella before you went to work there?
That was actually my first time.
Okay.
I'm not a festival dude.
Well, no one should be.
That's a horrible, it's not for me, dude. I need back support, nice cozy shoes. I was not for me. And it's
so
what
hot.
I'm schwitzing in here. Like, come on, like I'm dying out there.
How easy is it to get a truck
So
in Los Angeles?
it's not so hard, I will say. I'll tell you. So it's hard to keep it up and do well, but to get an actual
Sure.
truck, there's a few ways.
But legally allowed to do it.
My recommendation to somebody would be, if you have a concept and you want to try it out, rent it from somebody. Because if you rent it from somebody, it's usually their responsibility to have it permitted, to have everything in working order. And if you have a permit, just an LA County permit, you can pretty much go anywhere where there's a meter and a bathroom within 100 yards. 100 yards, 100 feet. 100 yards seems a little odd. Yeah, it's 100 feet. So that's fairly easily. But if you want to go to like a Manhattan Beach or a Beverly Hills or Santa Monica, you need special permits.
Those places just require individual permits?
You need to get
'Cause
your
they're
own.
fancy?
You need to get a separate business license. You need to get a separate permit, a health permit. Like Pasadena, for example, they have their own fire marshal. They have their own health department. Like it's a whole song and
How
dance.
often does the health department come in and
Twice a year.
Twice a year?
And it's like they'll just show up unannounced, no plan. That's the goal. They want to, like, catch you off guard.
How much does a truck cost?
Depends if you go the rental route or the buying route.
Buying a good, new, clean one.
For us,
Yes, a beauty.
$150 to $170.
And that's decked out. It's got everything you need to go.
Decked out, everything that's full service. We're ready.
Do you remember the first day you got it and drove?
Yes, I was the driver also.
Was it terrifying? Or
Dude,
no?
there's some fucking scary shit. The brakes went out on me. I have pictures of this too, that the brakes went out. We're like, okay, this is not good. That was gnarly. That was when I was like, wow, this is like prison work. This is like going to, like, it was gnarly.
Uh-huh.
So
I take it you've never been to prison.
I've never been to prison, but let me tell you, in my head, this is what I imagine.
Okay.
Going to the lot in Sun Valley, behind the Burbank airport, this truck lot, dude, they need to document this. This is a whole other world. You go in there, you dump your drainage, and it's like a whole sewer system. You have to like dump your drainage. There's people living like literally on that lot, like the mechanics. They're like greaseball dudes that are just like literally, they're fully blackened by all of the grease that they have to deal with from fixing these trucks all day.
8 trucks now, 10 truck. Where you at?
We're almost, 9 is almost open. We're almost done being built. We started, I think, on truck 6, we started doing our custom trucks.
And you wrap them?
We wrap them.
You always put swear words on them?
I mean, that was something we did like, actually, I was making the menu for Coachella, and I just put bagels, lox, schmear, other shit. And I thought it was funny, and it just stuck. So
Are you allowed to do that? Do you ever get grief for that?
We've, surprisingly, not enough grief.
Uh-huh.
I'm very surprised at how little grief we got.
Yeah.
More people, more love than hate.
I'm not going to give you grief for it.
Thanks,
My kids know what words are.
Yeah,
Was it called Yeastie Boys from
Yeastie
day
Boys
one?
From day one.
And who came up with the name?
Actually, my ex-partner did, Yeastie Boys.
What time do you guys pick the trucks up in the morning?
The first person is usually there at 5 because they got to sit in traffic. I mean, like our Venice
Yeah,
location.
but there's no traffic 5:30.
No, there isn't. But it depends. If you leave too late, you're going to get nailed.
No, I know. That's the beauty of
Yeah.
certain businesses. When you
Exactly.
can avoid traffic
Yeah.
entirely, the city is your oyster.
I would never open a lunch or dinner truck. Not a chance.
What's your window for your trucks?
So we get there at 5. Some drivers get there at 4:30, actually, now that I think about it. We make sure everything's legit. They start the truck, let it run for a little bit. They go get whatever they need for the day, aprons, towels, whatever. They're out of the lot by 5:30. They get to the stop by 6:30. We finish prep. We're open by 8. We're done by 2. Depending on which location you're at, that 2 to whatever, some people get back to the lot by 2:30. Some people get back to the lot by 4, depending on traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the day.
That's a day.
That's a day, dude. That's why, and it's hot. Like, it's hot.
There's no AC in the trucks?
No. I mean, our newer trucks have it, but even that, the heat coming off of the grill is so hot that even if you had air conditioning, it's trouble.
I mean, that's a gig.
Yeah, it is.
What kind of miles per gallon those trucks getting, by the way?
Not good. It costs about $150 to fill those things up a week, which actually, isn't too bad if you think about it, because it goes out every day.
I know who we need to get with the Yeastie Boys.
Yep.
We got to get my boy RJ, Rivian, those Amazon deals that he's making, these trucks. Boom.
I love how you think. There was a company called Canoo, Canoo. They went under. I sort of was talking to them briefly about potentially doing some custom trucks because, dude, that's the next wave for sure.
I told him I wanted one of these Amazon trucks, and he says you have to have some, I don't know what he said, some LLC workaround.
We got to do a Yeastie Boys Tosh rap.
No, I don't want this. I like being the idea guy and helping, but here's what I want in return. Nothing.
Come on.
Yeah,
wow, what a mensch.
That's
what we call a mensch.
That's where I'm at in my life right now.
Wow, what a G.
I don't want it.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I also, because I don't want the responsibility either.
Yeah,
Like,
I
hey,
don't
your
blame
idea
you.
was shitty.
I don't blame you.
Do you still own the truck that you got, the very first truck, or no?
So we actually rented that truck, and I actually still rent it from the owner because it's our OG truck, and it's got like Retina the Artist graffitied on it. It's got all the stickers. It's just got so much history. I love that truck, actually. We still rent it, and the guy that I rent it from became our manager during COVID. He owned a couple trucks, and he was like, yo, I don't have work, and now he's still our GM, and he's also the guy who helps with keeping up maintenance.
Do you personally pick the locations of where these trucks are going?
I pick the locations,
How often are you rotating it, or do you want it to be like pretty consistent so people know?
When we had one truck, it was rotation. It was like what works, what doesn't. Once I sort of got a lay of the land on like, okay, this is a good spot, this is a good spot, this is a good spot. Okay, we need more trucks. So now the model is pull up to a spot, 6 to 8 hours service, and that's where you can find us every day. And you can get delivery, you could get walk up, whatever that looks like.
What's delivery? You got to hire somebody else, like an Uber driver for that?
Postmates, DoorDash, the whole nine.
Got it.
Uber Eats.
They come all the way here?
They do. I think the Venice location might hit it. You know what though? Dude, we were posting up in Palisades until shit hit the fan. That was a great spot for us, and I sucks, but because I think that you would have been able to get that out here.
There's so many confusing street signs in LA for when you can and can't park. You guys ever get towed?
We've gotten towed when like the transmission dies. Last week that happened.
Are you feeding meters all day long? How's it work?
All day long. We got to feed the meters.
How many meters does it take up?
Depends on what neighborhood, meaning whoever's on patrol will be a little bit more lenient. But like in Manhattan Beach, always 2, always feeding the 2. And still we get tickets. Like it depends how insane their parking meter guy
Well,
is.
in Manhattan Beach, do they do the chalk on the wheels?
They do the chalk on the wheels. How is that legal, by the way?
Well, because it says you can only stay there for 2 hours, so you can't just keep feeding it for 8 hours. You have to roll your wheel a quarter
Isn't
turn.
that wow, I didn't realize that. I always think there's got to be a rule against, it's like vandalism. There's got to be some
Putting
sort of
white chalk on your tire?
something.
No,
I'd love to just get these guys in some way.
You're not going to get them.
I'm not going to get them. It sucks. We pay a lot in tickets to answer your question.
If you hired a disabled driver, can they park in the handicap? And disabled drivers also don't have to pay meters.
I literally have never thought about this, and that is brilliant.
What is wrong with you, man? And they're great employees,
right?
Because they work hard. Although I don't know that food trucks are going to. You have to get somebody with a disability that's not overwhelming.
Hire them with the placard, like it's part of the deal. Like that's a really good idea, dude. That's brilliant.
I just found a way to get those meter maids.
Wow, that's so good.
How many bagels in a day does Yeastie Boys make now?
That's a good question. I think our monthly figure was like 50,000 a month.
50,000 bagels a month?
Which is not too crazy, but also, wow, to think about that over the years.
Compared to a couple dozen a day out of your apartment. I've always enjoyed fresh bagels. Love it.
Same.
But when I'm someplace else, they're like, oh, I can't eat this. I'm like, I can still eat it.
I could still eat it too, bad. I mean, throw a crappy bagel in front of me, I'll still crush it.
Well, crappy bagel versus like some other version of a nice bagel. I'm not somebody that's like, oh my goodness, it has to be New York.
Right.
Is the water, is the pizza dough, is all that?
The water thing is a component of it. The bagels in New York, the reason why they're so renowned, I think, is the water there is so soft. It's natural, like from the Catskills versus here, we put so much shit in it, the minerals to clean it, and we have really hard water. So in essence, yes, that is a component, but I really think, dude, like with the New York thing, it's a marketing stunt. Like it's part of it, but it's not all of it.
I mean, it won.
That's what you know. What I mean, it won for sure. Even if you go on the subway in New York, it's in the water. It's in the water. It's like a slogan. It's like a New York thing.
Yet their tap water tastes disgusting.
It is trash. It is trash.
Yeah.
You know, so.
You make bagels with Tahoe tap water, I tell you what.
Money.
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Delish.
What's the water that makes you, is it hard or soft that makes you feel slimy when you're in the shower?
That's soft water, which I'm not a fan of either.
That's where I grew up in Florida. Just always feeling slimy.
Yeah, I don't get it. Not for me.
You kettle boil, then bake? What's your process?
Oh, yeah. Put all the ingredients together. You mix it. You let it sit to kind of rise a little bit for about an hour. Weigh the dough out, cut it, weigh it, shape it, goes in the walk-in, 24 to 48 hour process. Bring it out, boil it, bake it.
Was this the same process from day one?
Yes, but it's changed over time. Different recipe tweaks. Like the recipe changes with the weather, honestly. When it gets hot, you gotta treat the dough differently, and you gotta make sure your walk-in cooler doesn't even if it shifts a degree, you're gonna have a different bagel outcome.
And you can tell how to adjust based on those things?
Yeah, but even still we miss sometimes. And you'll get a bagel that's maybe a little more dense or drier because
you just figured all this out on your own?
Yeah, but dude, even 11 years later, it's not like a plug and play. Like you still have to have people watching it, you know? It's also not like a bagel shop because it gets so hot in our trucks. So what happens is the bagels, they just keep cooking to a degree. Depending, like in the summer months, like, dude, brutal. So you have to adjust your recipe if you don't want it to turn into hard bread by the end of the day. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
Some of your menu items have names that are hip-hop references, so I'm relieved to see that you are, in fact, Jewish. Do you love Fetty Wap and Birdman?
Both, yeah. I mean, at the time when the Chetty Wap came out, Fetty Wap was sort of like at the prime. I don't know what happened to that guy. I think he went to jail for a little while.
The Chetty Wap, that's the eggs and that's a good.
That's just the bacon, egg, and cheese standard's nice. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It's nice.
Does smoked salmon exist exclusively for eating on bagels?
I would say like 90% of all smoked salmon is eaten on a bagel. I've seen them on Benedict's. In Scandinavia, you just eat it. Like you just straight up eat it with anything. But I'd say, 90% bagels.
I mean, I do smoked salmon once a week. My daughter eats it. She's 2. She houses it.
That's amazing.
She
Good
just
for her.
houses it. Poppy seed. What
Not a fan.
What are they for?
I don't know. It's our least ordered bagel, and we bring like a couple a day for some old guys that come and want them. Whenever there's leftover bagels at the end of the day, 99% of the time, Poppy.
It's heroin addicts, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's all I ever think of when I think of Poppy seeds. That's gonna so you can mess with your drug test or something. I understand plain bagels make sense to me. That's my world. Egg bagels, I don't care at all about.
That's one of my faves for
That's
some reason.
favorite.
I would say sesame and egg are my tops. Why
sesame and egg?
Maybe it's kind of Jewy thing. Maybe I don't know what it is. I love
the
them.
sesame. I
only
like sesame just because of Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, amazing. What's the Mitch Hedberg reference?
Has anyone ever seen a sesame?
Wow, pretty good.
That's all his joke is.
That's pretty
good.
He
knows what a seed is. He just wants to know what a sesame is. My question was, I can understand cinnamon raisin, fine, but the everything bagel has just gotten to a point where I'm like, you're just sweeping out your truck all night long.
Yeah, it's true. It's literally that. Actually, to me, it feels like that. It's like, when you clean your bar off and it's all the leftover. It's not. Who wants that?
Everything bagels are perfect for a food truck because you should only be allowed to eat them outside.
It's everywhere. You know, schmutz everywhere.
Let's talk schmears.
Schmears.
Top 5.
Scallion. Roasted veggie. Plain. Oh, but the scallion has to have a little lemon zest in it.
Do you have to add that separate?
You add it when you make it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's part of it.
You're taking care of it.
It's part of it.
I like the veggie.
I like an olive cream cheese.
I could go with that. I wouldn't be afraid of it.
My favorite sweet cream. I love a strawberry. I love a toasted sesame bagel with butter and strawberry cream cheese. That is a fire combo, dude.
Where do you stand on butter?
I'm a big butter guy.
You know, as a kid, I remember my mom would butter her bagel and then put cream cheese on top
Smart
of it.
woman. Love her. Smart.
Let's call
Because then
her
you
up.
got the little flavor like nooks, and it just sits in the little crater of in the bagel. The butter is so nice.
This is getting me all excited.
Hungry.
Nothing better than a bagel that doesn't actually have a proper hole.
Yeah,
Where it's-
love that. That's my favorite.
Oh, where it's sealed all the way in.
Yeah, love.
Like a tight little sphincter.
Plump.
By the way, the amount of schmear in a bagel,
Please.
I'm not somebody who's like, oh, I don't want a lot on. I want a good amount of cream cheese on my bagel.
Right.
Why? Why are we doing it at such a level that I honestly could scrape off 2/3 of it.
Dude, I'm the same. I hate it. Like when you go to New York, they like stack.
But you guys do it too?
We do, but like I prefer just like a 2.5 ounce. Nothing more.
Well,
Anything
I
more.
certainly don't know the ounces, but I just know that it's just a comical what you guys do.
It's like this, I'd say, is my like sweet spot. Any more, which we do, any more is like I have to remove it.
It just feels like it's a huge cost.
Yeah, we stack our shit pretty high.
What about just making it purely is that cost not effective to do it in the little cup?
The little ramekins,
Yes.
as they say.
The little ramekins.
We do. Like when someone's like, I want extra cream cheese on the side, we'll pull it out.
Philadelphia.
Love them.
Why is their cream cheese so good?
It's so good. I don't know, dude. When people are like, I make my own cream cheese, no. It's like ketchup, dude. You don't make your own ketchup. It's fucking already Heinz ketchup that is fire.
Yeah.
It's like bagels, yes, I understand. You don't want lenders. You don't want a trash bagel. But, dude, Philly is...
That's how I felt about ranch dressing. It was like Hidden Valley figured it out. And
I know.
I didn't like other people's ranch dressing, but then John and Vinny has made a better ranch dressing. And
fire.
I'm like,
J&V Crush. They do everything better.
yeah,
Those guys,
nice
you know?
soft serve.
Oh my God, it's my favorite soft serve in LA. Maybe ever. The consistency, dude, is so good.
How many bagels a week do you eat?
Dude, wow, that's changed over the years. When I used to deliver the bagels to the trucks, and we used to do wholesale, and I would deliver them, I would just eat them, like pop them, like cheddar bagels. They were hot next to me on the passenger seat. I would just pop them. I was at like 3 to 5 a day, which is gnarly.
I mean,
Gnarly.
how wouldn't you be?
You can't do that.
You can. You turn out like this. It's not good.
When you have a bagel as the bread, that's a meal.
It's big.
Now, once a week, maybe.
You fuck with English muffins?
You know, I do fuck with them. The McDonald's, like, Egg McMuffin, Sausage McMuffin with egg, like, I love that shit. But, like, as a toast with butter, like a bagel with butter, it's not even close. It's no good.
You know the English muffins I do like, the San Francisco big sourdough ones that
Amazing.
are super thick.
Fire.
Yeah.
Can't really get those here.
You can't, and they're dense.
Yeah, I do like those.
You do gluten-free bagels?
We do.
Are
we
they
actually,
good?
I mean, if you're a gluten-free guy, they're great because gluten-free sucks. Like, I've never had anything good gluten-free.
The texture is just off.
It's not good.
I
Like,
had a gluten-free brownie the other day, and
No.
I might as well have just been fucking rubbing cocoa powder on
no,
my...
you may as well just have fruit for dessert because that's not going to cut it.
Do you do any desserts?
Well, we were doing some black and whites for a while, but like, how good can a black and white cookie really be?
The answer is it's not.
It's not good. We tried. You can't reinvent that wheel. It's not good. We do sweet bagels, but we don't really do desserts.
Maybe a cinnamon roll.
That's wow. That's nice. That's nice.
Everybody that's on my show gets a gift. Okay, and it's just stuff from my house
Wow.
that I don't want anymore. So it's some guests do better than others. First thing I got is just a sticker for one of your trucks if you want to. It's two men doing 69 on each other, a son with an assault rifle, and the child and daughter.
This is really good.
You can put this on. Here's what you do.
Wow,
You-
this is sick.
You put this on a competitor's truck that's been.
This is going on my truck.
By the way, my son has a book that I used to read him. It's about
So
food
good.
trucks, and I don't know if you ever read it. It's like the Little Taco Truck. Did you ever
Yeah.
read this book?
No, I need this book. I haven't seen it.
It's a nice book, and it talks about how his spot gets taken in the morning.
Yeah.
And then he learns to get along with other people. How bad is it with other people in fighting for spots?
It's actually, it's not bad. I gotta say, and again, this goes back to my sort of, if you're a morning truck, the streets are empty in the morning. So if you're a lunch dinner truck, that would be
Get that over
fucked
there.
up. This is beautiful. I love this so much.
I use regular yeast. My wife recently bought me instant yeast. I don't need
Fleischmann's?
that.
Yep.
I don't need that.
Thank you.
Hey, this is a toilet. Now,
I could use one of these.
this is for the truck. You give this to you. Now, this
is so good.
This is a good toilet, too. This one is, by the way, you hear it, right?
This was at
Hold
the
on.
house?
Yeah. I travel with this, but it's never been pooped in.
Oh,
Okay?
thank you.
It has been peed in, yes, but it's
Fine.
been cleaned out. But yeah, I bring this with me on road trips, and just having it, my IBS,
I got the same.
it lets me drive a little more relaxed, knowing that if things got out of control.
Thank you for this.
But this toilet.
Are you sure you're willing to part ways with this, huh?
I got a different. And you just throw one of those mixes in the bottom there. That'll keep it.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
I think that's commercial grade. You might not
That's
need
commercial grade, babe.
But now maybe you have somebody a little more uptight and like, well, is this the male bathroom or the female bathroom? So that I got you two gender. This could be the female one. It's pink. It's
We're going to
cute.
need this for sure.
I
We got a lot
don't-
of women on these trucks.
I don't understand the whole bathroom issue with
is nice.
some of the trans problems debate. It
Right.
seems it's really just where you wash your hands that is
Right.
the shared space.
Right.
Anyway, let's
Smart.
get this off my desk.
Let's get this the hell out of here, huh?
There's your
take it
new
home.
toilet. You're gonna love this toilet.
Really hear the...
Throw all that on the floor, please.
Yeah, please.
All of this, just throw it on the floor. You don't have to here's this I'm excited to give away because
That's sick.
this is my last. The tours they used to put. This is Tosh Tour on Ice, which was a Canadian tour I did.
This is amazing.
They gave me so many of these skateboards. This is my final one. I have no more skateboards.
Are you sure you want to depart?
Oh, I'm so happy to get rid of things.
Okay, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
This is so sick.
Well-
Putting it in the office. We used to take old decks and that's how we made our menus for Coachella.
Feel free to scratch that off and make a menu.
This is a collector's item. Thank you for that. Wow. I came empty-handed.
No, you're not. Listen.
I
you're not-
tried to bring the bagels, but
You're not supposed to bring stuff.
okay.
Tosh Show. I just got a new wallet and look how thin it is. I can't show it to you. Some of you may remember I gave this wallet away to our cybersecurity expert. I can't believe this little old thing can hold up to 12 cards and cash. It also has RFID blocking technology, keeping you safe from digital pickpocketers. It comes with a lifetime warranty, which means for as long as I live, I will have this wallet. Does the warranty cover just giving things away? You also get 99 days to try it out. So if you don't like it, return it and go back to that old folded mattress of a wallet you're currently stuffing into your pants. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off a Ridge by using code TOSH at checkout. Just head to ridge.com and use code TOSH and you're all set. After your purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you. Tosh Show. Your ambition just met its match. With Robinhood, you play for the win. Not just on game day, every day. Locking in on every opening, beating your PR, beating it again. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control of your money. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto, all on one platform. You can now build and execute your own trades from a desktop with Robinhood Legends advanced tools, or take advantage of the new Robinhood strategies with a tailored portfolio managed by a team of experts. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC or SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC and not SPIC or FDIC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Tosh Show. You haven't opened a brick and mortar?
We haven't, dude. We did a pop-up at Alfred Coffee in the alley for like a year. It went great. But, dude, I think...
You're always in front of Alfred's.
Yeah, we're in Alfred. Melrose Place, Alfred, and Studio City, Alfred.
You got a little deal with them?
Yeah, a little deal with, those guys, for sure.
Does Alfred, do they make bagels?
They don't make bagels.
Okay.
Yeah. To answer your question about the brick and mortar, Eventually, I think we'll do a brick and mortar. I don't know. I really want to do like a bagel and coffee drive-through.
You know where they're giving good deals right now is the new Cross Creek.
J Lux, man. We've talked a bunch about that. My fear was
J Lux. He's the best. Isn't
he's
he?
the king, bro.
Doesn't
He's
he?
like
Every
king of
sign
LA.
in the
This
world.
guy, yeah, 100%.
Get J Lux on this show.
I saw Ashton Kutcher the other day, just like at the deli, and he was wearing the J Lux hat with the sign.
Oh, that seems too. I don't know.
That's-
Now J Lux has jumped the shark.
It's merch, it's real estate, it's everything.
But anyway, there are deals to be had. That new plaza they've opened
it's
up.
very dope. You know what? You reminded me. I'll reach out to him after we wrap.
I mean, how hard is? Did you figure out all the business aspect of it, like knowing what to price things at?
I went so hard on the like collaborations, the marketing, the branding of it, that now I had to bring in someone way more savvy than me. I brought on a CFO, smart dude. Like, Evan, you're bleeding here. Evan, you need to change this to that.
What was something that you were overlooking? Just like an example of like, oh, that was a good change.
Wow, a few things. I think our delivery. I think the delivery aspect of it was, one, renegotiating our terms with those guys. A lot of money was left on the table there.
You just deliver it with DoorDash?
With DoorDash, with Postmates, with all those things.
Restaurants individually negotiate?
Dude, these guys are, it could be pretty predatory if you don't know what you're doing, honestly.
Oh, man, that's a nightmare.
Not to talk shit, but it is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And I'm a creative dude. Like, the business savvy shit, I'm not an Excel wizard. I'm not a data wizard, but this guy I brought on is definitely that part. So,
And what's the goal?
50 trucks, New York, Miami, I don't know.
San Antonio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
San
Texas was on
Antonio.
the list. NorCal.
Is there no trucks in NorCal?
Dude, Palo Alto and Berkeley and SF, like, I feel like that would be a good
Cool,
move
but
for us.
there's none up there right now.
Not really, no.
You're only in
We're in LA County 9, so we're opening our 9th truck soon in the valley, Deep Valley.
What about Orange County?
No trucks there yet.
Do you have to always have it centered here, then they have to go out, or is that?
You need each region needs a central hub, for sure.
You got to get one back into Scottsdale.
I was going to say that's on the list too. I think it would do well there. It's just so hot, you know?
Well, yeah.
The brick and mortar potential model would be good there, though.
Oh, your hometown.
That's what I'm
Hometown
saying.
boy made good.
Hometown. You're right.
You go back there often?
My little brothers work there, or live there. My dad still lives there. Like, I'll probably go back for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
You know?
such a good time of year to be in.
You know about the desert, the it's like velvet on your skin, the dryness in the winter. It's so nice. So nice.
I like Phoenix. I've always liked being in Phoenix.
It's nice, dude. You know, it's like, it's a little
You say Tempe or Tempe?
Tempe. Yeah, Tempe.
I always feel like I'm saying it
Do you
wrong.
play the improv in
I
Tempe?
used to all the time.
Right.
You know, then I graduated to much
Stadium,
larger venues.
stadiums.
I've never played a stadium. I play at theaters and stuff. I stay in my lane.
Where do you play there theater-wise?
There's that one in the round. What's that circle one?
Oh, Gamage.
Is that it?
Sick.
Yeah.
That's in Tempe. Mm-hmm. That's a cool, wow, good for you.
Evan, thanks for being on the show.
You too, man.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
My pleasure.
Tosh Show.
I want to thank Evan for being on the show. And if I seem just a skosh hangry, it's because Eddie, who is not here, Eddie booked Evan to be on the show. And we were so excited because we all love the Yeastie Boys Bagels. And then Eddie writes, before the beginning of the day, in the morning, he sends us an email. He says, hey guys, come in hungry because he's going to hook us up with bagels. Then I would say 30 minutes in to the interview, Evan casually says, hey, sorry, I couldn't bring any bagels in today. And that was the first that any of us had gotten wind that we were not getting bagels. And you could feel just the air being sucked out of the podcast studio where everyone was like, we're going to fucking kill Eddie.
Yeah.
Because we were all hungry and we were all excited. We didn't want to waste. I actually took a single bite of a chomp stick and put the rest back because I didn't want to ruin my appetite for some bagels.
I thought he drove the truck.
Oh my God. I thought the truck would be outside.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just excited. And then it was just, and then Eddie acts like nothing.
Yeah.
After it's done, like, oh yeah, no, he said he was going to, but he couldn't. And I'm like, Eddie, you have to take more responsibility because you wrote to us, come hungry. So now we've been here for hours. Because, it's not just the interview. We're here before. We're doing some prep work, etc. And then sure enough, no bagels.
Should have at least offered to buy lunch.
Carl, I was going to share a Chetty Wop with you. How do you get so excited to get in that chair and then you can't keep your eyes open for like 2 minutes? Now I'm sure Evan is going to watch this or hear this. It's going to get back to him like, hey, they were pretty upset that you didn't bring bagels. And he's going to do us right. And I'll be honest, when that day comes, I'll be excited and all will be, forgive and forget. But until that happens, I don't like the way my wife says bagel. Did I ever say that on the podcast?
No, I don't think so.
That's awful.
How does she say it?
Bagel. Like, it doesn't sound like she's saying bagel. Let me see.
Yellow.
Say bagel.
Bagel?
I don't know if that's not how she normally says it. Oy vey. All right, let's plug some stuff. Eddie and I are doing tours. I got a new tour coming out in 2026, and I can't come up with a good name for the tour. So if you have any ideas, feel free to write them down in the comments section. And if I use your tour name, you and 3 friends can have tickets to any show on the tour of your choosing. That actually sounds like a deal, and I just came up with that off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not bad. All right. So check out the tour. You better jump in on my house. I believe there's some offers that have come in. But I'll take a backup offer. Now, Panda, my wife's cousin, she's starting to date. It's happening. She has a couple lined up this week. So keep leaving those VMs for me. I got a few more today. Let's hear it.
Hi, Marcus Black. I'm 30. I'm terrible.
He just gave up. That guy just gave up. You know what? He was probably hoping for that. Like, if you're satisfied with your message, press 1. And our phone setup doesn't have that. So he just bailed. But I appreciate that. That's how I leave voice messages. Like I've never spoke before. All right. So he's out. He's not going to get to date her. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff to remember. I'm 5'9". I weigh 195 pounds. I'm a fat fucker. And I'm 64 years old.
Oh, jeez.
And you'll have to pay for me to have my vasectomy reversed.
Vasectomy?
But I'll do it.
All right.
I'd love to bang your sister-in-law.
That guy's crazy. Listen, it's not my sister-in-law. You want to bang my sister-in-law, have at her. That's fine. I'll give you her number. Right now, on air. Let's see what her number is. Just call her. It's 352. Yeah, 352 area code. That's Florida. 314. All right. See you next week. Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.